What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back into HypeWatch. So HypeWatch is what we do every week now, and starting this week is going to be with PC as well. So we're going to be full variety. And starting soon, we're going to be doing the FGC stuff soon. So HypeWatch, we basically talk about PC, mobile, fighting game community, and everything else that comes along with gaming that's going to be fun and hype for you guys. And I'm going to talk a little bit fast this week because we got PC stuff along with some mobile stuff and what's going on and why I'm actually doing HypeWatch a day early, and the reason why. We'll talk about that at the end. But first off, what you're looking at right now is Magikami. Now, Magikami actually, it's a PC game, it's a mobile game, and it's a browser game. We're in the browser version right now, but I wanted to point this out because they have their new version up, which is kind of like their 2.0 version, and it's pretty cool. From what I've been gathering, when they were asking me to come back and try the game out, it's actually easier to get currency right now. Like you see my currency is actually kind of crazy right now. And there's a lot more game modes, which I just particularly showed you. This is a waifu simulator, obviously, and it actually isn't that bad with story as far as things go, and it has a lot more modes right now. So, check it out. We're not going to spend too much time on it. I just wanted to show it because I said I would, and here you go. Next up, on the PC side of things is Homicidal AllStars. Now, this game is a PC-based game, but this game actually is kind of amazing. It's one of those games where it's kind of a strategy type of game, but you control the strategy. Everybody has like a turn-based, so you can kind of choose what you can kind of choose what you want to do. And you could, did they just get ran over? I didn't even pay attention to that. Was they got ran over by a train? Damn, that's savage. Anyway, this one is going to be coming soon, and actually you can actually get into it right now, I believe, and play it if you go up on the wish list and try to go in and play like their beta right now. I believe they got the beta going on right now as well. I said I would, kind of show this, and I wanted to show this because the game itself, from what I've been gathering, is actually pretty cool and pretty lit. And there's been games like this before in the past that took advantage of things like this, and is pretty strategic. It kind of reminds me of like playing Overwatch, but playing Overwatch turn-based, and you can just be badass and do things like that. So I want to point that one out to you, and maybe if you guys want to, you can try to get into it. Next up is First Descendant, another PC game, as you guys can see on Steam. This one is going to be the hype. This almost could have been like the hype of the entire video, because this is going to be like Destiny. It's going to be like Warframe. It's going to be basically like all those type of looter shooter type of games, and it's the hype. So you see it's on my wish list, and I'm following it. It's a Nexon game, which is interesting because I've never seen Nexon actually do a looter shooter type of game. So I hope Nexon don't Nexon it up. Now, I will say right here, before people start going all freaky deaky on it and getting all mad, Nexon. It's not Nexon West. There is no such thing as Nexon West anymore anyway. But if you look on the bottom right here, this is Nexon East. Nexon East historically has better choices when it comes to gaming, so we'll see. We'll just see. We just have to see at the end of the day. What you want to look for is that this is not going to go the way of the other looter shooters, because most of them have all died out for the most part. Like we had Avengers that died out. We have that other recent game that's also a Square game too that's died out. But yeah, we'll see if this one's going to be hype or not. Lost Ark has released. I'll cut this. We're going to cut this down. Lost Ark has released its Machinist. Now, the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because you essentially get to be Iron Man up in this piece. Like, the class is literally Iron Man. It is so badass, and the way that it has the attacks and everything else. Obviously, we played Lost Ark on the channel a lot, actually, and I still do play Lost Ark. I just don't cover it because, like, I play passively and casually, so I'm like so far behind. People ain't gonna care to want to see that. But this class is actually pretty lit overall. That's creepy. And yeah, so you definitely are gonna want to, try this out, have some fun with it. Get in there and see what you can get about, if you want to go with a new class, by the way. We'll see how it's going to be. And yeah, because I haven't actually done it yet. It just came out yesterday. from the update, and I haven't had a chance. I literally made the character, but I never got a chance to play because I'm like so busy doing other stuff that like look how lit that is. Look, he's actually in the mech and he has like a different UI and everything. I was like, that's the raid, by the way. And it's funny that they're showing the like him doing like a Tony Stark pose and stuff like that, and looking like Tony Stark. But that's that. This is that like it's a really good class. I'm just gonna say that. So next up we have SpiderHeck, and you can see like the reason why I'm showing SpiderHeck. SpiderHeck is another cool game that's on PC. But I don't mess with spiders like that. I'm not scared of them, but I'm definitely not trying to play with them. This reminds me of Worms, but a more active Worms. As you guys can see, like people just running around wilding and stuff like this. I'm not a bug fan. I'm like I said, I'm not afraid of them. I just like that. It just creeped me out. It just creeps me out. Like that spider has a lightsaber. Just want to point out that like this game is crazy for no reason. Look at him swinging it around. That's good physics right there too. That you can swing it away. How does that come back? Anyway, this is called SpiderHeck, and you guys, wow. Like, look his legs is dink. That is gross. I'm out. Anyway. Next game up is The Guardian on PC side. This game is, if you're used to the older type of games where it's like, you can run in and I want to say Generation 1 type of ARPGs, that's what this feels like very simplistic. As you can see, like the graphics are very simplistic. It feels like an RPG manager. I tried it a little bit, felt it wasn't for me and wasn't for the channel, but I did want to show you guys. I know some people might like this because, some of these games do have a place in some people's hearts. So here it is, The Guardian. Next up is Lone Defenders. Lone Defenders is kind of tower defense, but not really because you're not really defending anything else but yourself. And, it's kind of a rock, paper, scissors type of tower defense where you have to kind of like choose what you want to do. And, as obviously, ads and stuff like that. So another game that doesn't really fit the channel, but I did want to put it up there, let you guys see it. Time Raiders. We covered Time Raiders in its Asian form on the channel. All right. This one is a definite RPG manager. It's a stylish RPG manager. It looks good and it sounds good, but if you're used to like the idols and just managing your gear and getting stronger and stuff like this and going through story, this one might be for you. But for most people who are probably tired of all this stuff right now, you're probably going to want to pass on this. But it's one of the better looking ones which are RPG managers out there, so keep that in mind. Next up we have Terra. Why Terra don't die, I don't know. It should die. The characters look good, and Terra literally has some of the best looking female characters with female armor like ever in MMORPG. That I wish that we could save that and just delete the rest of the game. That's me, because a lot of people like Terra, but obviously this is Terra Classic, and they're bringing that back over to mobile, and this is the pre-register for that. So if you want to try all that out, you can. Obviously they're going to bring it global eventually if anybody cares about that, but yeah. Next up we have King of Fighters Arena. This is weird because all this is the PvP version. It's the PvP mode and King of Fighter AllStars. They just took it out and made it its own game. Now the only thing that I can hope for that is that they actually give this rollback netcode, because King of Fighter AllStars does not have rollback netcode. They have delay based, and it's ass. So hopefully they do that for this. If they're gonna do this, and this is literally, it's the same UI, it's the same everything. Like I don't get why they needed to separate that. And if that's the case, then take it out of King of the Fighter AllStars because it's whack anyway, and just leave it in this part. But it's two separate games now, so yeah. Rise of the Reverse. Now this is an interesting game because this is a universe builder type of game where you can just run around, of course, like the universe, and colonize things and have big old battles with other gamers and other NPCs and have fun. And there's a definite place for this because people be going hard in these type of games. Like this is all of the space sim fans, because the space sim fans is gigantic. Like it's kind of like the mobile FPS lane. Like there's millions and millions of people who play games like this. So that I'm gonna leave it to them, but I am gonna show it right now just in case somebody else want to hop into it. Next up, we have another dungeon idol. Obviously, this is literally the name. So if you want to play something like this, it's obviously an idol. It's an anime slash type of one where they literally have a whole bunch of anime tropes and stuff like this. So if you're into that type of stuff, go for it. World of Immortals, another RPG manager slash idol. The armor in this game is sick though. I can tell you that right. The armor in this game is sick. Like they're gonna go off of the whole getting waifus and everything else and stuff like this. This is available to play right now, but it's also pre-register for global because this is the SEA version right now. So I just left it over on the pre-reg side for you guys just in case you want to try it out. Neural Cloud is up for CBT right now and for pre-registration. So if you want to get into CBT, you can get into the closed beta CBT right now. As you guys can see, this is on the 28th, which is yesterday. If you haven't seen it already, by the time, well, it's gonna be Sunday by the time you see this video. Hopefully you pay attention and can get in there. It's an easy question there. So if you haven't seen it by the time you see this video, then get up in there. Destiny Child X Guilty Gear Strive. Obviously, it's just the name right here. First of all, they're gonna have RAM, so I'm already showing up for RAM, and they got Milia here too. So I'm showing up for RAM. I don't even see Milia. I don't see Soul. Like I want RAM. like that's literally what I'm showing up for. What I'm gonna summon for. So I'm like I literally like reinstall my game, see how much currency I have, go farm stuff, start like getting currency ready because give me RAM. And yeah. And last but not least, which is a major hype, Last Bullet. Now Last Bullet is interesting because I could have swore this game was dead as far as well, JP is not dead because this has a major following. And JP, as far as the IP itself, it has a major following. The game, not so much, but the major following, I thought they wasn't gonna really do anything. However, they are bringing it over first to Taiwan and a few Malaysia, a few other places. Those are SEA countries, but they're not saying SEA, and this is not going to be in English. But those are SEA countries, and if they're going to do that, that just means after that they're going to bring it global. At the end of the day, which is why this is hype, because this game is a pretty good game, and it's a pretty good waifu game slash anime game. The characters are cool. The fighting is actually pretty cool once you get to the point where you can actually get gear. This is one of those slow building games. In the beginning, it's trash. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. You guys showed me, you guys, I showed you this in the beginning. Like when they first came out, like a year and a half ago, and I remember telling you guys after the first video, and I came back and did the second impressions video, that the game got lit after like day 3. So like you have to get through the beginning of the game. And I already know what's gonna happen when this comes global. People are gonna be like, it's not that great. And like, why is it so hard to do stuff? And this is one of those games where you need to get a perfect start. So right up front, I'm telling you that you should just get a perfect start in this game, because the game isn't going to help you. It's not going to do any favors in between events. Now, this game ain't Genshin. It ain't a Hoyoverse game. When they have anniversaries in this game, they hook you up. I don't know if they're going to do that in global. Even if they do 25% of what they do on the JP version, it's still going to be better than what Genshin do. Genshin be like, hey, it's an anniversary. Here's 30 Primo Gems. Yo, they still do that too. I can't believe game community, y'all let Hoyoverse get away with that. That y'all like they legit, cause they don't do 30 Primo Gems. Sometimes they do, but they give you like a 10 something to be like, peace out. Like, hello, y'all make billions. I don't understand how y'all let Hoyoverse get away with that. And they do it in Honkai. And they do it in Genshin. And they're going to do it in Zone when that come out too. And the other 3 games that they have coming after that, they're gonna do it. Like they're the cheapest company I've ever seen that makes that much money. But yeah, this is gonna be the next hype, which is why it's where it is, and it's interesting that they did that. I think it's past its prime, if I'm being completely honest. But if it comes global, it's gonna do okay. It's gonna do okay. It's probably gonna be like a artery gear, pretty much, because it has the same type of characters. Well, not the same characters, obviously, but they have collabs. They have interesting stuff. It's based off of anime IP. Like they have the background to actually do the same type of thing and get the same type of people in, and then of course YouTubers are going to come in and carry it somewhat and stuff like this. So it's gonna be hype eventually. So that is why this is the last hype, and we're going to end the video off. Now the reason why I'm doing this a day early, and it altered what I had to do, because there should be more stuff in HypeWatch today, but obviously we're doing it a day early, so I have 1 day less of prep. I have been invited to a very big beta starting tonight, actually, at I believe it's 12 a.m. PST, which is Pacific Standard Time and not EST. So it's just like, what is that, like 3 a.m. for me or something like that? So yeah, I got invited to that, and pretty much they're going to be paying all the creators for their time. So I have to kind of focus on that. We're going to all be chilling in Discord, and it's pretty big. It's a pretty big game. I didn't even know anything about this, to be honest. I can't say what it is, obviously, because of NDA, but I didn't even know that this was going to happen. Like, this particular game was happening. So when I got invited today, I was like, yeah, sure, I'm available, which I wasn't, but it was like, I'm available, and it's like, yeah, we'll pay for your time, and you're gonna be with other creators in the Discord. I joined the Discord. I saw people that I knew already, like famous people I knew already. I was like, whoa, like, hello, like, what is happening? like this coming out of nowhere. So I got invited to something, so I have to actually do that now, and that altered what I am, what I had to do with this. So I had to actually, for the weekend stuff, I have to do it all a day early now, and just concentrate on that, because obviously, like I said, I'm being paid for my time, and it's going to be like a really focused type of testing situation, which I've been involved in and things like that before, so it's not that much of a problem. It's just that this wasn't planned, and they just kind of like showed up and said, hey, you down? And I'm like, maybe. And so yeah, so that's why I do apologize if I'm probably not gonna have news, and because I'm not gonna have Friday, basically, like that. So some of the stuff is gonna be a little bit weird, in a sense, and then some of the stuff that I probably would have covered on Thursday is probably gonna be in this, and like kind of like the NeuroCloud thing and everything else like that. So yeah, so like stuff is really ramping up right now. Like I really don't have a lot of time for anything. The channel, like, we're averaging 20,000 views a day now on the channel, like, and it's not going under that. It's just straight 20,000 views. Like the PC stuff is like pushing the mobile stuff, which I would have never thought. It's weird. It's just weird. Like it's really weird. And then the PC companies are showing up. I had a company come and thank me for covering the game. I have a few PC companies come and thank me, and no one actually posted me somewhere, and like views are coming in. So I'm deeply appreciative of the companies that are being kind to me, because they don't have to do that. And I appreciate all the new people who are coming in, who are watching the content. HypeWatch itself, at the time of this video, is at 20,000. The last week's HypeWatch, and that's the record for HypeWatch. Actually, I've never had HypeWatch be at 20,000 views, and it's at 20,000 views right now, which is amazing. And I don't even know what to say about that. So thank you to everybody who's been liking and subscribing and watching and all that type of stuff. And I wish I could do that every week with HypeWatch. Obviously, I guess that it was because that was the when me basically saying that variety, and then that was the first time that I put PC actually on the subtitle stuff for that and everything. I have no idea why it's 20,000, but You know, if it's going to do that every week now, hey, thank you guys. So I'll catch you guys next video. Obviously, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And again, if you want to join membership helps. We have a few people who came in who joined, and yeah, see you guys soon and have a good weekend. Thank you, legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.